The Miami Dolphins are at it again, setting their sights high and aiming for the kind of impact player who could shake up their entire offense. Right now, all eyes are on Lamar Jackson. This guy isn't just a quarterback, he's an absolute game-changer. Known for his explosive, dual-threat style with the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar could bring to Miami the energy, the excitement, and the dynamic plays that have been sorely missed. Imagine him in the Dolphins' colors, firing up an offense that's needed a spark for years. But there's more to this picture than just a flashy QB addition. The reality of bringing in Lamar is layered, and Miami fans have reason to question if he's really the missing piece in a year when the Super Bowl feels frustratingly out of reach. Why is Lamar such a big deal? Drafted in 2018 as the 32nd overall pick, he took the NFL by storm, snagging MVP honors by his second season. That 2019 season was nothing short of legendary. He led the league in passing touchdowns and stunned the NFL by running for over 1,200 yards. Yes, a quarterback running for over 1,000 yards. But Lamar isn't just a quick, elusive runner. He's the type of player who makes defenders miss, who turns busted plays into game-winning drives, and who brings a level of unpredictability that defenses dread. Now, picture Lamar on the Dolphins roster, a team that's been on a carousel when it comes to quarterbacks. They've tried so many, and while some had promise, nothing has clicked in the way Miami's needed. They've gotten close to making that leap, but when it comes to putting together a season that could lead them to the Super Bowl, it hasn't happened. They've lacked that cornerstone quarterback, the leader to rally the team in a way that not only puts points on the board but inspires the kind of confidence that spreads across the locker room. In theory, Lamar Jackson could be exactly that. But as ideal as it sounds, adding Lamar might not be enough to overcome the challenges Miami faces. This is a team sport, and one player can only carry so much. The Dolphins, for all their ambition and grit, have a lot of gaps. Take the offensive line, for instance. Sure, there's been improvement here and there, but they've struggled to protect their quarterbacks consistently, leaving whoever's under center scrambling for their life. And Lamar may be fast, but how long can he last under constant pressure? We've seen star quarterbacks run ragged and eventually sidelined due to injury. It's a legitimate risk. For all the talent Lamar brings, Miami would need to strengthen its line to make sure he has time to make the plays he's known for. And then there's the rest of the offense. Let's be honest, the run game hasn't been anything to write home about. Adding Lamar into an offense without a strong run game or reliable O-line could mean trouble. Lamar's style thrives in an environment where he has options, where he can hand it off, throw deep, or keep it himself if the defense gives him an opening. Miami would need to build around him, giving him the weapons and protection he needs to really make an impact. Otherwise, it's just a half measure. That said, you can't deny the thrill Lamar would bring to this offense. Imagine the connection he could have with Miami's wide receivers. Picture the defense scrambling, trying to cover deep threats while also keeping an eye on Lamar, who could take off at any moment. That's the kind of pressure Miami fans want to see applied to their rivals, the kind of offense that keeps defenses guessing. The Dolphins have tried to put together a team with big playmakers, but for whatever reason, it hasn't gelled into a Super Bowl caliber unit. Lamar could be the piece that finally pulls everything together, or at least takes them a step closer. But what's stopping this team from being a true contender? Inconsistency. One week, the Dolphins look unstoppable, giving fans hope that maybe this is the year they'll go the distance. The next, they're struggling to execute even basic plays. The defense has shown potential, but again, it's unpredictable. Some games, they're solid, and others, they're riddled with holes. When you look at it that way, it's tough to picture the Dolphins cruising to a Super Bowl. They'd need more than just Lamar to transform into a championship team. They'd need to address these weak spots and bring a level of cohesion and steadiness that's been missing. And let's talk about cost. Bringing in Lamar wouldn't come cheap. Miami would need to put up serious cash and likely part with some valuable draft picks. The kind of investment it would take is massive, and with that comes the question, is it worth betting the farm on one player? When you go all in like that, the pressure is on for everything to fall into place, and that doesn't always happen. The Dolphins have been through it before, making big moves that were supposed to change everything, only for them to fall short. Lamar is an incredible talent, but even he can't do it alone. So, does Lamar fix it all for Miami? It's the question everyone's asking, and the answer isn't so clear. He'd bring a new level of excitement, a boost of energy, and the kind of gameplay that could lift Miami out of its rut. But there's a cost, and there's the very real chance that this still won't be enough to carry the Dolphins to the Super Bowl. Miami has tough decisions ahead. How much are they willing to risk for a shot at what's still a long journey to the championship? It's about more than just money and draft picks. It's about the future, the direction this franchise will take. Adding Lamar might be that first step, or it could leave them scrambling if it doesn't pan out as planned. For now, the dream of Lamar in a Dolphins jersey is still just that, a dream. But hey, in Miami, dreams have been known to come true. Fans can't help but hope that maybe, just maybe, this could be the move that finally brings them back into the spotlight.